Swiatek, who was provisionally banned in September but successfully appealed the decision, called the period following the test the worst time of her life. She shared that she focused on her well-being during the first few weeks and stayed away from reading media coverage as she struggled with the emotional toll.
For sure, you know, this whole process was pretty abstract for me, and especially, when I know that I didn't do anything, and I had no idea to know that some, medicine can be contaminated. I'm always careful, so I had no idea that this can even happen to me. Well, I mean, honestly, for first 2 or 3 weeks, I just focused on myself because I wasn't in a good place. I had trouble, just being on court, and I thought that tennis did this to me a little bit. So I focused on myself, and I didn't really go on the internet, didn't really read stuff because the priority was me and my kind of well-being. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this was besides the fact that I couldn't play, this was the worst thing for me, like what people will say. Because I always worked hard to, be a good example and to show my integrity and show like good behavior, So, so again, having no control over this case like really freaked me out a bit. But in the locker room, the girls are great. Most of them even approach me and they're like, hey, like, how can we avoid this? Like, I don't know, is there any way that we can be more careful, because they are aware that this can happen to them as well. So in the locker room, yeah, it's been great. Like, there are many top players, I'm not going to say names, that were really supportive, and I really appreciate that because it made me feel a bit better when I came back and